When we looked at the Premiership in the last few years, it was like Liga. It was done and dusted. Yeah. So how much of Rangers' success and the fact it's competitive now should go down to Steven Gerrard's appointment?
Well, look, Gerrard's appointment was good for the profile of Scottish football, because whenever somebody brings TV and interest and more publicity to the game in a good way, then it can only be, it's never bad. And so Gerrard being a high-profile name rather than coach coming in was a great start. Now, people were saying, and you know, I think rightly asking the question, you know, you've got an experienced manager at Celtic and Brendan Rodgers, who's managed in England and had success, who has managed at Celtic and has built a very good team, and you've got effectively an academy coach coming into such a big club with not as much resource, and they're fighting an uphill battle, but he has done amazingly well. They haven't always played well. I don't think he's particularly happy with the way they're playing or the squad they've got, but they've managed to peg Celtic back. And Celtic, for their part, have been nowhere near as good as they've been in the last couple of years.
Okay.
So they've regressed, and there's talk about, you know, Rodgers not getting the money to spend in the transfer window. They didn't have a particularly good time in the Champions League. They did manage to get out the Europa League group stage into the knockout, but it's going to, well, it looks as if it might go all the way, and that's a good thing for Scottish football, because I've always said it needs it. If one team, and you mentioned PSG, if one team's running away with the league all the time, it's never a good thing. I still think Celtic will have too much for them. I still think they're a better side, but at least sitting at the halfway point in the season, we've at least got a title race on.
We have there, and of course we have in England as well. More reaction tomorrow to those big games that we'll see. Of course, Manchester City, Manchester United and Chelsea all in action. Stevie and Shaka with me to look back at those games.